to do all sorts of nonsense here. See that particular guy with dreads that walk around with camera and microphone, and go touch am one day. One day, and go surely touch am. But
In fact, if una catch Uname, if una catch him, because that's the if you see that statement they wrote for those ragtag hungry elders. You see that statement they wrote that they couldn't even pronounce those words there. His hand, his fingerprint are all written all over there. Now the arrowhead, if una catch him, make una tie him like criminal. Wanna carry and call
Hey, King Zanga, Kamudiane,
Can I
Wakamudi.
say something? Did you guys not
Wait
see
a little bit.
Rema's uncle? The guy that
please,
could be Rema's uncle. The guy they
can
wrote
I go on?
Agbanje. They didn't even write Ibanki, they wrote Agbanje.
KBV, yo, make you
they
wait
wrote
now. I want to
Ogbanje.
Igbanje. And the guy that was Rema's uncle, I was like, really? Really?
maybe so in my hands are
Agbanje.
Okay.
Edo Secretary, see, you Edo Secretary, you are not closer to the Nigerian security system as I am. Okay? See, you hear what I tell you? If una catch Uname in any community in Edo State moving about with camera, make una catch him. Make una do citizen arrest. Make una tie him. Make una carry and company.
See,
We will take it off from there.
That being said, you know these people, they sabi cry victim. The videos kind of post say we are
let them cry. Let them
they are
cry.
very they go victimize you. So they say you know go understand what you want to do. So who this I think it's
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are watching from. My name remains Chukwemeka Ojembandibu Anyanwu nke Idueri. It is important that I send this information to you. The space recording that you just listened to was sent to me by my loved followers, people who appreciate what we are doing on the movement Unify Igbos Now. Well, this is very, very chilling and also scary that some people has orchestrated a move to have me kidnapped, have me maybe subsequently tortured and murdered for doing nothing but sensitizing my people. The recent revolution, the recent cultural and identity revolution happening in Igbanke today is actually, attributed to the movement of the Unified Igbos Now. But what have we done to warrant such threats? All we have done is to sensitize our people. The Igbanke people are Igbo people. They practice the Igbo culture, aka Ore Afandungwo. There was never a time the people from across the Niger invaded any community in Igbanke. It shows that from time immemorial, from even their pensions, everything relates to the Igbo. The world must know the plans of the Benin people, especially the Benin Kingdom, to have me kidnapped and tortured and subsequently murdered over our recent sensitization in the Igbanke region. And I also call on my people, the Igbo nation, the entire Igbo nation, both at home and in diaspora and every place they are domiciled, to rise up in defense of the Unified Igbos Now movement, because it has been proven that this movement is all Ndi Igbo needs at this critical time in our history, for us to determine our future by unifying ourselves. Ndi Igbo Buribu, the Igbo nation is large and so populous. We have been deceived for a very long time to thinking that we are some minute people, some micro people, but the Igbo nation is large enough. I am calling on you to support what we are doing, support the Unified Igbos Now, support the movement, so that we can keep on sensitizing our people. We can keep on unifying the people. What we have started with the Unified Igbos Now has grown to a global phenomenon, and I want you to join hands together, join resources together, join might together, so that we can unify our people, not not with guns, not with bullets or ammunitions, but with critical informations, with sensitizations, with historical documents. The Igbo nation must rise now. The Igbo nation must act now in defense of this cause, in defense of the Unified Igbos Now movement. It is obvious that what we are doing is shaking the annals of history. We are doing the right thing, a righteous cause. It is important that the world knows this. We have recently also launched our international movement, which is Anamacha Nwannem. Anamacha Nwannem is positioned to reconnect our people in the Caribbean, also in every African country, in every Asian country, European country, our people who has moved from here to domicile in all these places. Some who hasn't returned here for ages, some whose ancestors was removed from here forcefully through slave trade, who has the Igbo DNA. We are going to sensitize them the need to reconnect with the entire Igbo nation, and through that course we shall understand the actual number, the actual census of the Igbo nation. Every Igbo person shall be counted. We shall know how many Igbos are there in the Caribbean through DNA testing. We shall do this, we shall succeed. What is happening in Banke, what is happening in the Ikwere region, what is happening in Opobo shall continue to resonate in our history. It is important that you support what we are doing. The Unified Igbos Now is here to stay. And I call upon you to also support our brothers who has been amplified, whose voices has been amplified in all these regions, who are also speaking to their people. That is what it means. That is what is happening. That is why the people who has subjugated us, who has demarcated us, who has used false history to separate our people, are angry at what we are doing. The sensitization is growing more louder and is deafening their ears. It is time that we keep speaking, we keep sensitizing. We can never let them win. This is the Igbo o'clock. This is the Igbo identity revolution o'clock. It is identity and cultural revolution, and it is happening. It is happening. I can tell you that. What is happening in Banke, what has happened in other regions like the Ukuri, for the first time through our sensitization, we have a president general who is from the Ukuri extraction. That is a big win. We have our people in Opobo who are speaking out today, reclaiming their identity. This is what it means, and it can never stop. So if you are there threatening me for me to stop, for me to cower and run away, you are wasting your time. I have my people backing me up. I have my people. I have the Igbo nation standing up, rising to defend. So if you are planning to get me, to whisk me away, to kidnap me, to do anything hostile to me or in any way, know that your plans has failed. It has failed because you won't even survive it. Thank you and God bless you. I remain Chukwemeka Ojembe Nwiro Anyanwunki Ijueri, and I am calling on the world to support the Unified Igbos Now movement. Thank you and God bless you.